So
now Michael Krasker is down the southern or the soccer field's end, so we can take that as read. The Rosebud will be heading down to the southern end of Olympic Oval. Michael Gregg's in the goal square at the northern end. The umpire has the ball in the centre of the ground. Season 2016 about to get underway here at Olympic Oval. It's the arch rivals, the reigning premiers Rosebud against Rye. Umpire puts it up in the air. First tap one down for Rye. That was by Nisbet trying to get the ball out. Quick kick goes towards centre half forward for Rye, and a strong mark has been taken there by Nathan Henley at centre half forward. He can go back and line up in the first minute.
Really good hands, Nathan Henley, and this will be good for his confidence and Rye's confidence going forward if he can go back and put this one forward, kick into the Eastbourne Road into the ground or the left-hand end of your radio dial in the first quarter.
So Nathan Henley has been around for a long time for Rye. He'll kick from 48 metres out directly in front. Beautiful kick off the boot, allowed for the win beautifully. The first goal of the season within a minute to Henley, and Rye is on the board. They're 1 goal straight 6. Rosebud yet to score. 1 minute gone, first quarter here at Olympic Oval.
Fantastic start for Rye, that one, and as I said, really good confidence booster for them. Just nothing more than you do there. The ball comes out of the middle, the leading forward comes out. There's not much else the Rosebud defence could have done on that one, so we've got a contest on our hands early.
No question about that. Back in the middle. One down again by Nisbet for the Demons. A quick hand pass came out and another ball forward for Rye. They can push towards the forward 50 again. Kick goes inside from Danaher towards full forward. It's a beautiful kick. Open goal square and Rye has a flyer. Stephen Danaher from the 50. The Demons with 2 goals in 2 minutes. 2 straight 12. Rosebud yet to score. What a start for the red and blue.
Rosebud haven't touched the ball so far in 90 seconds, 2 goals. It's a fantastic start, and I think you mentioned the wind before, Brendan. I think, if anything, the ball seems to be carrying just a little bit further to the left-hand end, and fantastic start for Rye.
It is favouring. It's actually dropped right off now, but it is favouring down towards that end, but out into the pocket, and both Henley and Danaher have allowed for it beautifully. Third tap for Nisbet. Trying to break clear. There should be a hold there. Umpire says play on. Mullet could have got a free. He'll come in, though, and give us a ball up centre of the ground. Still in the circle. 12 plays nothing. Rye off to a flyer. Nisbet taps it back. It seems to be a set play. There's a hold on Barden. Umpire lets it go. First touch for Rosebud was Bancroft. Kicks inside 50. Chance here at the back for the Buds. Picked up, however, for the Demons. On the line is Kirkwood. Gets a clearing ball out towards the pocket. Bit of a hold there again. Call without the ball was Spooner. Couldn't get clear. Ball tapped on again. Busting through. Winters Kirk can't get clear. Still a chance for Rosebud. Quick kick out of the pack. Looks pretty good. Just off to the near side. And through for a behind. The first score for the Buds, 1 behind. And that puts them 11 points in arrears after 3 minutes. Quick ball away. The Rye team, and poor ball to the middle of the ground. Turnover time taken by Spooner. He got dispossessed. Caught with the footy was Rice. Solid contest coming in here. Diving in was Keegan Downey. And the umpire will have a ball up 55 metres out from the Rosebud goal. 12 plays 1. Ball 1 down by Nisbet. Caught. Bancroft lays the tackle. Well done on Mullet. The 2 vice-captains. Bancroft would be in charge today for Rosebud with Greg Bentley missing from the team. Busting out of the pack. Good hand pass from Whitty. Lost possession of the football, however. McRae kicks into the pocket. Strong mark taken there by Stoffels. Sets it up towards full forward. Great mark taken. It was aimed for Krasker, but backing back in front of him was Sean Downey, and he takes the mark 35 out directly in front.
This would be a good goal for Rosebud to get, considering Rye that first two goals without Rosebud touching the ball. So good opportunity here for Rosebud. 30 out directly in front. Really, this is the goals you've got to kick.
Sean Downey, he's on the best patch of dirt in the ground, the best patch of grass, and he kicks it beautifully. So Rosebud get their season underway with a goal to Sean Downey. 5 minutes gone first quarter. The Buds 1-1-7. The Demons 2 goals straight 12. This is RPP.
Those great toys you had when you were a kid. What happened to good old-fashioned fun? Hands up who remembers pedal cars, puppets, kaleidoscopes, dolls' houses and big bags full of beautiful wooden blocks. The Toy Workshop, Berwick, Hawthorn and now 1 George Street, Sorrento, specialises in the unique, the magical and the nostalgical. We have a mesmerising mix of quality toys for every child and every child at heart. Come in and play a while or visit our website, thetoyworkshop.com.au. The Toy Workshop, now in Sorrento. We're number 1 by George. The Toy Workshop is a proud station sponsor.
We've got a free kick being paid deep forward here for Rye. Quick ball out of the middle, booted forward there by Ryan Mullet and grabbed without the ball and dragged off the pack was the Rye young fella in the forward pocket there. And he will come in and line up for goal for the quick reply. It's on its way from... He's not on our list, number 9 here, Vossi. That might actually be Scott Shea, is it? He was listed as 9 in the critic.
Not sure on that one. Not sure.
Until we find out otherwise, we'll give it to Scott Shea. He's kicked it behind. The Rye Hotel scoreboard, 2-1-13 the Demons, 1-1-7 the Buds. Out of the half-back line, quick hand pass from Bancroft. He's lost possession of the football. Plenty of holding going on again. Taken by Bancroft. Kicks down towards the wing. Around the boundary line it goes. And it trickles over on the true centre wing position, outer side of Olympic Oval. So, a 6-point lead. 8 minutes gone in the first quarter. Ball back into play. Ruckman to go at it. Nisbet at the back. One down front spot by Ben Dwyer. Trying to break through was Mullet. Couldn't get a clear kick away. Second effort. Goes towards half forward. Beautiful chase and tackle on Barden. Has been rewarded. Holding the ball. Free kick on the half-back flank to Rosebud. Long way away from us in the broadcast position. The kick came from Jarman down towards the wing. Toe poke off the ground from Stoffels towards the half-forward line. Solid effort contest there. Dumped off the football. And holding the ball is another decision going in favour of the Buds. Kick inside forward 50. Krasker on a long lead. Diving effort. Got it on the half volley. Umpire says play on. Krasker flicks a hand pass up. Grab without the football was Hagan Rice. And he'll get the free kick for the Demons in the back pocket.
Yeah, Krasker is... haven't seen him play for a while, but certainly hasn't lost any of his speed off the get-go because he has had a few issues with his knees, but still pretty quick off the mark there and did well to stop him taking that one.
Rice goes around the outer side. It's wide, and it is too wide. It's out of bounds on the full. So a free kick to the Buds. The breeze is going to mean the ball is away from us for a long time today. Kick up and under towards the pocket. Oh, great fly from behind and a strong mark taken for Rye by Millhouse. Goes with the switch across the ground to Danaher. Last line of defence. Stephen Danaher. Long ball out towards the broadcast wing. It's a beautiful kick. Mark not quite held, but should have been a free kick for high contact and was. Going to Rye, quick kick away from there, came from Barden, kicks in towards the wing position. Shea's in there, as is Danaher, trying to get clear Zurek for the Buds, and we'll have a ball up. Right in front of our broadcast position. In the beach.
After Rosebud didn't touch the ball in the first 2 goals that Rye scored, Rosebud 4 inside 50s to 3 so far.
Quick kick out of mid-air came from Allen, was it? No, it was Henley towards half forward. Plenty of football early doors from Bancroft. His kick goes out wide in front of the visitors' bench and over for a boundary throw-in. He's been very prolific early, has Reece Bancroft.
Actually, Spooner's touched it a few times as well, and obviously Henley's touched it a couple of times and kicked a goal early for Rice, so just a few of the better players getting in their mark early.
Henley with strength, got it across to McIndoe, and then the kick forward came from Allen inside 50. Tracking it was Gregg, he was beaten for it. Oh, great little hand pass came through to Boswell. He goes for a gallop out of defence, kicks into the centre of the ground, doesn't quite make it to his target. Turnover time, good good hand pass through, looked like Danaher, thumped backwards to the advantage of Millhouse, flicks it out wide to Danaher, who's been prolific on the left boot, spearing ball down towards centre wing, not a good kick, Greg caught behind. Hand pass came across from McRae, now out wide again from Boswell. Kick through to Stoffels, chip over the top, has to stretch for it. Rose did it well enough. Kick in board, diving effort, not quite the mark taken by Jamie Clark. He's under pressure, dispossessed. Going in with Spooner at the base of that pack, Shea, until we find out otherwise. And we'll have a ball up. Again on the centre wing. 2-1-13 Rye, 1-1-7 Rosebud on the Rye Hotel scoreboard, first quarter. Busting out of the pack but running into a brick wall with Sean Downey, and he's holding it. And the free kick will go to the Demons, and it'll be taken by Danaher. Bright red boots for Stephen Danaher. Kicks towards half forward. Shoulder strapping there. It's been left behind by Greg. Picked up by Rosebud. Solid hip and shoulder there. Jamie Clark runs onto the football, then got dispossessed. Picked up by Allen. Did well. Little hand pass through to Divine Richardson. Kicks in towards the forward pocket. Gathered for the Buds by Krumich. Best on ground in last year's grand final for Rosebud. He kicks out to open space. Loose ball. Who led the race? It was Rosebud, but he's been tackled over the line, and we'll have a boundary throw-in. Underneath the scoreboard at Olympic Oval. Getting to the front spot and winning the tap down was Davidge. Little chip over the top. Spoil made by Corrin. Picked up for Rye. Here's some trouble. Sterling ran into a wall of opposition players. Caught by Rose. And the umpire's call is holding the ball. No, too high it was, so the free kick was taken by Corrin. He goes towards half forward. No mark able to be taken there by Joel Wills. The pack converges on the forward 50. It's not coming out of there. And we'll have a ball up. 2-1-13, 1-1-7, midway through the first quarter. RPP, Good Friday football, the derby. Rosebud versus Rye. Trying to break out of the pack and doing it well was Boswell. Got the hand pass across. Kick goes down centre wing. Not a good one. The wind playing a little bit of havoc on the outer side. It's also round one. The skills not quite up to speed just yet as Mullet receives the ball for the Demons.
Certainly slowed down a little bit after that initial sort of two-goal onslaught. It's sort of end-to-end football with no side really getting a clear edge at the moment.
They've done well to stem the flow, haven't they, Rosebud?
Well, they needed to. They didn't touch the ball, and they're starting to at least get their hands on the ball. 7 inside 50s to 5 in favour of Rye so far for a 6-point lead at this stage.
Gelino dropped the chest mark, and it went out of bounds for a throw-in. Outer wing, big crowd at Olympic Oval. One down by Davidge. Trying to find his way through. Divine Richardson got a hand pass away to Shea. Little handball over the top. Leading the race back there. Shea going in for a second go. He's camped over top of the football, but the umpire says he was held. And the free kick will go to Rye. Shea kicks towards full forward. Mark dropped there by Appleford. He got himself into good position. And now a whistle. There's a hold off the ball. It's a free kick to Rye. And Adrian Gelino will line up from 15 metres out, close enough to directly in front, and should kick the third goal for the Demons.
Yeah, good signs for Rye when you got Henley and Gelino, who should kick a goal here, getting their name on the scoreboard early. And Rye's probably problem last year was their defence, but their defence is holding up pretty well so far.
Gelino directly in front, 15 metres out, misses.
That's a poor miss.
Bad miss. Hooked it to the right and through for one behind. Right. Oh, and now we've got a free kick. He's getting it back.
There's that point. That point is being allowed though, and then he's having another shot.
The point is scored, and then Gelino was upended, sat on his rear end in exactly the same position, and he'll get another kick from the same spot. And you'd reckon he won't make the same mistake twice.
I'll tell you what, if he does make the same mistake, I'm tipping the Rosebud boys will be at him once again.
Michael Gregg getting over there and having a few words to say to the offending Rosebud defender. which is Matthew Baker, who's given that one away. So another chance here. Now, he's going to take a Dennis Lilly run up here. He's starting from the 50, and the man on the mark's 15 metres out from goal. So he's directly in front again. Second chance from the same spot. Kicks it hard, hooks it and missed. And no, he's got it. He snuck it home this time. Only just got it inside. So the second time around was good for Gelino. And Rye goes to 3 goals, 220 on the Rye Hotel scoreboard. Rosebud 117, ticking towards 20 minutes in the first quarter.
Yeah, look, they needed that one, actually, Rye. They sort of scored those first 2 goals and then haven't really looked like it up until then. But their defence is holding up pretty well, and Rosebud are starting to get their hands on the football. Their skill level's probably just letting themselves down a little bit with their ball movement inside their 50.
Reserves game earlier on today was a win for Rye, 7-6-48 to Rosebud, 4 goals, 9-33. They led by 5 goals at three-quarter time and held off a late run home. Out of the centre goes the Buds towards half forward. Who wants to get after this one first? Oh, good piece of play. Keegan Downey did it beautifully. Kick back inboard was a little bit too far for Corrin. Lost possession of the football. Turnover time, they'll get it back, the Buds. Quick kick goes out wide there from Stevens. Good mark taken by Payne. 55 metres out. Krasker wants it out to the left. Now he wants it back in the other direction. Called to hurry up. He kicks into the pocket looking for Krasker and he gets him. Good mark by Krasker. A long lead deep out into the forward pocket in the change room's end. And Michael Krasker will get his first shot on goal for Rosebud as their new coach.
Tough pockets to score from here at Rosebud, so it's not going to be an easy kick, but it'll be interesting to see how he goes on this one because he hasn't played much footy here, if at all.
He goes the banana, he kicks it beautifully, but he's put a little bit too much on it, and it's through for one behind. So Krasker with a miss. The Rye Hotel scoreboard shows the Buds 1-2-8, the Demons 3-2-20. 20 minutes gone first quarter at Olympic Oval. Good Friday football.
Frankston, of course, playing Pearsdale at home, while Bomb Beach playing Edithvale in the 2 other games happening on local football, and we'll try and keep you updated on those as the afternoon unfolds.
And pass over the top from Samways for Rye. Allen, his handball, sold his mate into trouble. Pack converges on the outer wing. Drag back under, and we'll have a ball up. Last man up at the base of that pack was James Appleford. Ruckman to go again. Over the top was Dwyer, won the tap down, but it doesn't clear the pack. And we'll have a ball up. James Appleford, would he be the son or grandson of Nick, who the Appleford Luck Cup's named after?
Oh, I would think there'd be a fair chance of that, absolutely.
He'd certainly love the Demons to hold on to the cup that they've held for 3 years today. Could be a push in the back here. Umpire says no. And he will take possession of the footy.
And of course,
again.
at the end of the day, the Luke Kane Award will be given out too, Brendan, which is the Luke Kane, of course. We'll talk more about that at quarter time, actually.
Yeah, fantastic initiative, that one, which we'll tell you about a bit later. Dale Stevens' kick goes out of bounds on the full. A free kick on the half-back flank, about 65 metres out from the defensive goal for Rye. Short ball came back into play where it's marked by Kirkwood, the captain of Rye. Ball into Danaher, knocked up getting the footy in the first quarter. Kicks around to centre wing, spoil made from behind by Downey, then a little bit of a hold. He dives in on the contest. Quick toe poke forward from Henley, only goes as far as Stevens. He kicks in towards half forward, tracking the football with Stoffels, picks it up, runs to 50. Stoffels sets sail for home, and the Breeze gets it at the last second and just hangs it out to the right and through for a behind to Tom Stoffels. Rosebud 1-3-9, Rye 3-2-20 on the Rye Hotel scoreboard. Time on of the first quarter. Danaher marks the kick in. Brings it out wide. Through the hand. Should have been marked by Stoffels. Pressure on here. And we'll have a ball up.
Of course, we're live here thanks to Pete and the team, the Mornington Rosebud Telstra stores.
Yeah, great supporters of RPP, the Telstra stores at Mornington and Rosebud. Ryan Mullet, quick kick away eventually from Sterling, up and under towards the beach on the wing, tapped on by Divine Richardson. Chance here for young Joel Wills. He got dispossessed. Shea picks it up, kicks a ball around the corner towards the pocket, and that was a beautiful kick and a well-judged mark taken by Matt Gregg. And he can line up from 30 metres out, 45-degree angle, and he's in the exact perfect position for the breeze here.
Got the build of a footballer, and well, maybe a little bit taller than his old man. Maybe his old man might have been a bit taller than what we thought, but certainly he's got the build of a footballer, and son of Keith, of course.
Brownlow medalist in the 70s, wasn't he, Keith Gregg? 74 or 5?
2 in a row, mate. He won in the 70s.
74 and 5.
Yeah, the pedigree's there.
Matt Gregg from 45. He didn't allow for the breeze, but it didn't matter. It's a beautiful kick. He kicked it hard, he kicked it well, and a late goal in the first quarter for Rye. They go to 4 goals to 26. Rosebud 139 on the Rye Hotel scoreboard. Danger signs now for the Buds.
Yeah, but in saying that, Rye are only 17 points in front, and no doubt the scoring end is to the left-hand end of your radio dial, the Eastbourne Road end of which Rosebud will have that in the second quarter. So I guess until we see what Rosebud can do with that, with the this aid of the scoring, and Brendan, I guess we'll just never know.
Well, that's true. It's usually half-time before you get a full reading on it. It might turn out that they've held them very well in this first quarter, especially after 2 goals in the first 90 seconds. One down by Dwyer for Rosebud. Dispossessed the Rye midfielder. Good hand pass came up from Bancroft. There might be a little bit of a hand problem there for one of the Rye players. Keep an eye on that. Divine Richardson reeled out of that pack, and he's holding his right hand to his body. Hopefully he'll be okay. He's staying in the contest. Can't be long to go before quarter time now. We've been playing about 27 minutes. Ball away from half-back. No chance here for Allen. Picked up by Bancroft. Hand pass was good. Now back through to Downey. Good one came up to Boswell. Has a bounce through the centre circle. Kicks in towards Kraska. Good kick. Couldn't take the mark. Getting in there front and centre was Peterson. Couldn't gather. Got it back to Kraska. Snap around the corner to the goal square. No mark able to be taken. Unable to rush it through the defence there in Samways. Ball works towards the line and eventually is run over by Stoffels about 5 metres around from the behind post.
Try as they might, they couldn't get that ball through, and still Rosebud a late chance for a goal in the first quarter.
It'll be a big one when you do consider the breeze. Big fly over the top, knocked down by Keegan Downey, who can pick this football up. Hand pass away came from Mullet, can't clear the pack. The rolling maul goes out towards 50. Diving on the contest was Spooner, and the umpire says give it to me. 45 metres out from the Rosebud goal. They trail by 17 points late in the first term. Ball came to Harrison Devine. Good to see he's okay. And it's over. Free kick for a hold to Ryan Mullet, brother of Aaron at North Melbourne. He kicks back towards the defensive goal square. Might be Samways. Out towards centre half back. A good kick, a good running effort. Mark taken by Henley. Hits the ground running through the centre half forward region. Gregg on the lead. Beautiful work. Strength. Just got rid of his man in Baker and took the mark. He'd be too far out to score here at 60. Goes for the centering ball straight across the 50-metre line. Beautifully weighted kick. No mark taken by Divine Richardson. Has time to recover. Flick the hand pass up to Mullet. Snap around the corner towards the top of the goal square. Great effort front spot. A terrific mark by Jackson McRae. Plays on quickly and gave it to Jarman. He wants to move. The game's opening up again late in the quarter. Henley makes the spoil on centre wing. Trying to work his way through there was Baker. Couldn't do so. Diving in Danaher. And the umpire says, give it to me.
Has Matt Gregg got the half sleeve on, or has he got strapping on his shoulder? Because he's got something on his right shoulder.
Strapping.
Yeah, it's just sort of looked like half a sort of a t-shirt that he's cut in half or something, but.
No, it's black actually. It looks like a skins or something like that he's got on his to protect his shoulder. Quick kick out of that pack, and the turnover time comes away. This is taken by Joel Wills for Rye. Kicks towards half forward. Ball went through the legs of Gelino towards the 50-metre line. Quick hand pass back. Can't clear the pack from Spooner, I think. And it's over for a boundary throw-in. 50 metres out in the dead pocket. Rye attacking the Eastbourne Road end of the ground. Boundary throw-in.
Rosebud will be grateful if the siren goes now, actually, just to save Rye scoring another one, because when they go in, they look like they're going to score every time.
Mullet screws a kick to the danger spot. Getting in there, doing well, was Sterling. Still an opportunity here for Rye. Quick ball out of the pack towards centre half back. Ducking his head and trying to work his way through. There was Rose. Couldn't get it away. There is high contact. And a free kick to the Buds. Rose goes across to Spooner. Had a good first quarter. Into the centre of the ground. Easy mark has been dropped there by the big man in Ben Schultz, and the turnover goes towards Greg. Oh, he's light of foot is Greg. Turned his man inside out and then let himself down with the kick. And it goes across the face and over for a boundary throw. And he's got strength, he's got agility, and he's a good kick normally. I tell you what, he could be in for a big day, Matt Gregg.
He really could be, and already Rye looked very, very potent in going up forward when you consider that Matt Gregg didn't play last year. Obviously, his first year at the club, but looking really good at the moment.
Still a chance here for the Demons late in the first quarter. We'll have another ball up, about 35 metres out. Siren, you would think, would go at any minute. One down by the Buds. Trying to crash the pack there was Zurek. Can't get through. And we'll have ball up number 3. Bancroft at the base of that pack. So, umpire does the duty again. Little flick over the back from McRae. Still a chance here for Rye. And yet another ball up to result. As the siren sounds for quarter time here at Olympic Oval in Rosebud. We'll find out how big the wind advantage is in the second term, but they've taken advantage of it to the tune of 3 goals, the Rye Demons. They lead by...
To know what's happening down there, would sort of like to get a bit of a picture of what's happening at Frankston in particular when you consider that Brendan Favola's playing there. There's a lot gone into this game, and I think you said yesterday... Brendan, that he'll be playing on Sunday for Yarrawonga.
Yeah, one last appearance for Yarrawonga in the O&M, where he's been for the last 4 years. Couple of premierships, couple of grand finals. He's had a terrific run up there, and they absolutely love him. He wasn't someone who just turned up and played the game, took the money and left. He took junior training on Friday nights. He really got into the community up there in Yarrawonga, so they love him, and he's involved and getting around. As far as I'm aware, he gets really involved in these games too. He's been known to stay out at half time and have a kick-to-kick with the kids on a day like today, so we'd love to know if he's doing that over at the Frankston Bombers today as well. Yeah,
they certainly didn't like him too much last year when the MPNFL went up there and beat the Ovens and Murray last year in the 3 versus 4 game, I suppose, but in saying that...
plenty of stories came out of that.
Plenty of stories. I was up there on the Friday night, and I sort of heard the stories on the Saturday morning before the...
You were walking down Dean Street with him, weren't you, Vossi?
I tell you what, I could have been. I can neither confirm nor deny that, but no, it was a good times up there.
Second quarter's underway here at Olympic Oval. Out of the centre go... Rosebud with a second tap from Dwyer. Quick kick away was smothered off the boot of Jarman. Still an opportunity here for the Buds. At half forward, dragged off the football was Hagan Rice. It's a rolling maul at the moment. It's not coming out of there. Ball it up and give us a chance to break clear, please. What do you think? Rosebud obviously just needs to aim to break even by half time, get themselves back into the game.
They certainly have to win this quarter, and really, if Rye kick the first goal in this quarter, then it might be that they're pushing uphill, but they just need to sort of work their way onto the scoreboard a little bit and just improve that skill level a little bit.
Hand pass came through the pack there from Brenton Payne. It's gotten to the top of the goal square for Rosebud. Quick hand pass came up, booted away Looked like Danaher out towards the wing. Bad bounce for Gelino. Hand pass over the top came from Wills. Gelino dragged off the ball. Going after it was Nisbet. He couldn't break it clear. Puts a saddle on him. Did Seb Krumich. He got on top of Adrian Gelino and was riding him like Damien Oliver on Media Puzzle. And the umpire says, give it to me. One down there by Nisbet. Breaking away beautifully was Mullet. Runs around the wing, kicks towards half forward. Over the top it goes. Greg tracks towards the footy. Beaten for it this time by Baker. Trying to get through there was Boswell. He got wrapped up. And the umpire calls for a ball up about 45 metres out from goal. Rye in attack. Early doors in the second quarter. Nearly 2 minutes gone for the Telstra shop, Mornington and Rosebud. Quick kick out of the contest came from McRae up towards the centre of the ground. It'll land in the circle where the mark has been taken safely for Rye by Millhouse. Dean Millhouse, you could have a bit of fun with that name, couldn't you? Millhouse, kick wasn't good. He's lost it to Sean Downey through the cricket pitch towards full forward. Kraska was caught offline. Mark was dropped there by Taylor. Still in the contest here. Sean Downey goes in again, gets the hand pass up, snap towards the goal square from Keegan Downey. Kraska couldn't pick it up, did a second time. Flicked a hand pass out wide towards the pocket. Opportunity here. Getting back was Rice. He found some support. That was McIndoe, got a hand pass back towards the goal square, taken by that looked like Millhouse. Out towards half-back, there's a hold, there's a free kick, and it's going to Danaher on defensive 50.
Yeah, he sort of knocked out of the contest there a little bit, but maybe it was also Danaher might have actually instigated some of that as well, so maybe lucky to get the free kick actually there, Steve Danaher, but he's had a really good start. Son of Terry, of course.
Certainly a contender at the moment for the Mornington Peninsula Brewery Player of the Day. And, of course, the new medal for Luke Kane that's been struck today. Luke Kane, of course, will be here, the Paralympic shooter. We were going to talk about him at quarter time. He'll be here to choose and present the medal named in his honour. Yeah,
of course. Had a tragic accident, I suppose, going back in 1999, so about 17 years ago, and he's going to Rio this year as a Paralympic shooter, which is fantastic for him, and as you said, he'll be here today to give the award out.
Yeah, very proud mum, a trainer for Rye, letting us know all that before the game, so hello to you and all the Kane family. There's a free kick has been paid here to Rye, and it's going to Barden. He kicks around centre wing towards half forward, crashing the pack, but unable to bring the ball to ground. Oh, solid hit from the front. Umpire says play on Gelino. Little kick away. Only goes as far as Stoffels. He runs off half back, kicks back down the centre wing position. 2-on-1 contest in favour of Rye. Quick hand pass was knocked up by Peterson. Solid hit. Puts Whitty on the ground. He looks like he's hurt. Copped a head knock. And the umpire will call for a ball up. Looks like he's in a little bit of la-la land here, Harry Whitty. First time we've said his name today, and he's coming to the bench, I think.
Actually, one player for Rye, he had a few touches in the first quarter, but he certainly wasn't as prolific as what he can be as Chris Barden. He has had a couple of early touches this quarter, but just probably needs to do a little bit more.
Bancroft's had plenty of it, and he gets another possession inside forward 50. Tap up clever to Schultz. Snaps back around the corner. The wind picked it up, but not in time. And it's through for a behind to Ben Schultz, first score of the second quarter. Just under 5 minutes gone. Rosebud 1-4-10, Rye 4-2-26 on the Rye Hotel scoreboard. And the ball has quickly been brought back in to the back pocket to the advantage of Mullet, who goes across the face of goal. And it's in the hands there of Millhouse, who goes short. And now coming out of defence, the Demons. Opportunity here for Rye to go the length of the ground. McIndoe gets the hand pass off to Danaher. He kicks across the wing, out in traffic. It sets up a foot race. Greg gets there first in front of Baker. Dodging, weaving. Baker corrals him. Did well. Greg got around onto the left boot. Kicks inside 50. Baker did well also to get him away from goal. Dropped the ball cold. Did Gelino, or did Shea it was. Umpire said play on. He's lost possession to Rose. Kicks out towards the wing. Can build here. Rosebud, long ball towards half forward, push in the back. Perhaps, yes, the umpire said. no, the umpire said. He decided that it was a dive by Keegan Downey, and we'll have a boundary throw-in. 55 metres out from goal. Rosebud in attack, kicking to the Eastbourne Road end. The breeze favouring that end for a couple of goals, you would think. Quick kick away came from Mullet, who's starting to get plenty of it as well. He's put this one out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Jack Jarman. In front of the Bendigo Bank sign on the outer side of the ground. Another great supporter of RPP. Brought it back into play. An awkward kick on the left boot. Obviously the non-preferred. Chance here now for Stevens. Can he get around? Does so. Sets up towards full forward. Big fly from Downey. Is it? No, it might be Aaron Rose. Or I'm right the first time. It's Keegan Downey, I think.
It's a good mark, though.
It's a terrific mark floating in from the front of the pack. Keegan Downey. Confused myself thinking it was Sean Downey. There's not a lot difference between them, and they were both in that contest. But Keegan Downey floating across the front of the pack, and he'll line up for goal from 30 metres out, 35 perhaps. Directly in front, Downey kicks it low and hard and misses to the right. Through for one behind. Rosebud 1-5-11, Rye 4-2-26. 7 minutes second quarter on the Rye Hotel scoreboard.
6 inside 50s to 1 this quarter in favour of Rosebud. They're not putting the screw on the board at this stage.
Just 2 behinds. They need to do better than that. Ball is with Mullet in the back pocket. And just trying to hold things up. Mullet goes short and wide. Bounces in front of Divine Richardson. Can't keep it in. And we'll have a boundary throw in. We haven't seen it awarded yet today, Vossi, but the new space rule around the kicker that's in the AFL, that is in here as well, the 10-metre rule.
Leave the game alone, Brendan. Leave the game alone.
There's no need to change it. There's no need to change it, but the rule has been implemented Australia-wide. The memo came out yesterday afternoon, so that's one to keep an eye out for. Krasker got a hand pass. It missed the target. Kick off the ground from Millhouse. Goes nowhere. Work towards the boundary line. So you're obviously not too happy with that one, Vossi?
I'm just sick and tired of all the changes that happen in football. Like it's a good game. It's a good game for a reason. They're trying to change it more and more into a game that we're not associate with Aussie rules football.
Well, they're making changes to fix the changes that they've mucked up in the past. That's basically the way I see it.
In other words, go back to the way it should have been all along.
Yeah, exactly. Don't make a new rule to change one that doesn't work. Take away the one that didn't work, for lack of a better way of putting it. Still a chance here. It's been a scramble. You haven't missed anything here on RPP. The numbers are with Rye deep in defence. They've given up 50 metres on that one. Hand pass came out to Jackson Allen, who gets a little kick away to the other young fella in Wills. He bounced in front of him, and it was stolen away by Jamie Clark. He kicks into the pocket. Good vision from Clark. And the mark has been taken deep in the forward pocket for Rosebud, about 25 metres out from goal. And it will be Ben Schultz who can line up pretty much against the boundary line. 25, 30 metres out from goal. It'll be a very tough kick from here, but he'll have the wind right at his back.
Former Interleague representative Ben Schultz says he'll go back and have the shot. But like I said earlier, it's not an easy ground to kick goals from the pockets here.
Schultz kicks on the right. He pushes it all the way across the face, just as you would have thought. And it's through for his second behind of this second term. Rye Hotel scoreboard, nearly 10 minutes have gone by. Rosebud 1-6-12, Rye 4-2-26. Telstra Shop, Mornington and Rosebud match of the day is Good Friday Derby football at Olympic Oval. Rosebud looking for their first win over Rye in 3 years. Ball is in the hands of Bancroft. Gets a little hand pass through to Corrin and then further afield. Snap from Davidge. He was off balance and being tackled as he kicked it, and Mullet takes the mark. Goes across to the back pocket. It was a poor kick, and it goes out of bounds for a throw in 30 metres around from the Rosebud goal.
Rosebud have kicked, 3 behinds this quarter, yet Rye can't get the ball past the centre of the ground. They've only had it inside their 50 once for the quarter, 9 inside 50s to 1, and Rosebud absolutely dominating, but not on the scoreboard.
And that inside 50 probably only went to about 30. Here's a chance. Snap on goal came from Corrin, and it's across the face. Good hand pass up, I think, was from Stoffels, who is a little bit sore. Now that's Sean Downey who's got up holding his shoulder. Hopefully that's not a major issue. Corrin with the behind. 1-7-13 Rosebud, 4-2-26 Rye. Rye Hotel scoreboard 11 minutes, second quarter. So the ball to be brought back into play for the Demons. It's a long ball from Millhouse, goes down to the outer side. Danaher, great mark over the back. Definitely a contender for Mornington Peninsula Brewery Player of the Day. And the Kane medal kicks towards centre wing. It goes through past Greg. Getting back there first was Krumich. He's under pressure. Falls to Mullet, who came up to the centre of the ground. Got a hand pass through traffic. Divine Richardson's been pretty good. He got slung to ground. And the umpire calls for a boundary throw-in. Terrific crowd here at Olympic Oval.
Of course, Rosebud sub-district premiers last week in the cricket, and a few of the boys are here today and enjoying. They're on their 6-day reunion, apparently.
6-day reunion. I don't think you need a reunion if you don't stop, do you?
I don't reckon they have stopped, to be perfectly honest, but they're enjoying themselves, and they had a fantastic year. I think they finished third on the ladder, I think, and got through and won the grand final over YCW last week.
Exactly the way it should be. If you win a premiership, it doesn't matter what grade or what sport, you enjoy it, and you enjoy it all the way. As a strong mark has been taken here on centre wing. Quick hand pass came up. It was Schultz who gave it off to Jarman. He kicks towards half forward. Underneath the scoreboard now, kick back from Peterson, goes towards Kraska. Oh, courageous effort. That is one of the marks of the day already from Jackson Allen. Back into the pack in front of Kraska. Plays on quickly, and now it came out to Henley. His kick inboard goes towards centre wing. No mark able to be taken there by Wills. Picked up by Boswell. Dispossessed. Got it to Jarman, though. Across now to McRae. Kicks to the outer side in the hands of Jamie Clark. Around onto the right boot. Good effort. Mark taken by Downey. Sean, he's okay. Kicks into the pocket. Kraska just inside the boundary. No way can he kick a goal from there. Kicks in towards full forward. Peterson. Good passage of play. Best passage of play of the day from Rosebud. And Glenn Peterson can line up from 25 metres out, 45-degree angle. Dead pocket, though, will make it a tough kick.
They better make this count, because 11 inside 50s to 1. They're absolutely dominating. I cannot emphasise it more, but they are just all over Rye like a cheap suit, and they've missed another one. So 1 goal, 8. They've kicked 5 behinds this quarter to nothing.
And all of them have missed to the right. So they're just not reading the breeze, which is quite clearly blowing across that way. I think that might have been a bit too far. Peterson kicked from about 35, and he doesn't look like he's got a long kick on him. And he really had to put everything into that. 1-8-14 plays 4-2-26 on the Rye Hotel scoreboard. 14 minutes gone in the second quarter. Kick goes down the wing from Winters Kerr. Bouncing ball, getting back there first. Is Boswell, who's been pretty good. His kick goes around the wing, and it might be out of bounds. Is it? No.
Rosebud have got the ball. It's like a trampoline. They've got the trampoline set up. The ball just keeps rebounding back. But all it takes for Rye is to go inside 50 and get 1 goal, and all this good work for Rosebud goes out the door. They've got to start scoring very soon.
Kraska with a chance, couldn't drag it down. Peterson tried to flick the hand pass away. Missed again, gathered finally by Gelino. Poor hand pass, puts the pressure on. Rice bounces off the bump, and he got caught high in that bump. And Hagan Rice will get the free kick inside defensive 50. So Rosebud wasting their chance with the wind, and this could be critical as Rice went to Henley, still on defensive 50. Nathan Henley kicked the first goal of the day. Dangerous kick across the face of goal. He's got a man back there, however, in Millhouse, who got tripped as he tried to step around his man. Play on. Hand pass goes across to Kirkwood, the captain. Got it back to Millhouse, who runs out of defence. Kicks in towards the centre of the ground. Good piece of play. Running through was Rice. Now Shea. Kick partially smothered. They're working it down the ground, Rye. Hands and knees. Hand pass up from... was Sterling. Kick inside forward 50. A chance here. Front spot Baker. Knocked it to ground for Rosebud. Danger time here. Picked up by Nisbet. Whistle on play. Free kick. Where's this one going? Might be going to Rosebud. In defence it is. And it'll be taken there by, I think it might be McRae. He brought it back to the goal square. And a clearing ball for the Buds. Outside 50, Henley couldn't take the mark. Ball flicked over the top. Dodging and weaving is Spooner. Under pressure, got it to Boswell. Kicks into the centre of the ground. How will this one bounce? Peterson trapped it. Got a hand pass through. Keegan Downey missed the target, which was Corrin. He'll get run down from behind now. Good tackle by Rice. Created the turnover. Advantage is paid. Taken clear by Sterling in towards the centre of the ground. Shea marks the ball. Just forward of the centre circle, chips it towards forward 50. No mark able to be taken there. McRae couldn't get it clear. Bumped off the football was McIndoe. Little kick out of the pack. Only goes as far as Matt Dunn. First time we've seen him today. The bearded Dunn kicks towards half forward and finds Henley. Swings around onto the left boot. Spears the ball towards full forward. Front spot was Davidge, and he takes the mark right where a ruckman should be, a kick behind the play. Stevens receives from him. What's he doing? He's lost possession of the football now. He has to chip it short, and it's taken by Bancroft, captain for the day. Do we know why Greg Bentley, the skipper, is missing for Rosebud?
I think it's one of the soft tissue. I think it's a hamstring injury, I think.
Okay, so he's certainly one they would prefer to be out there in this round 4 opening round match. Keegan Downey, that kick was a little bit lazy, doesn't get to the man he was looking for in Corrin. Greg got a hand pass up, caught with the football was Sterling. Here they go with Gelino, dodging, weaving, nowhere to go. Hand pass back to McIndoe. He gets around onto the left boot, sets it up towards full forward. Who's got their front spot was McRae. He got a push, and he'll get the free kick, Jackson McRae. Still got no scores from the other two grounds, unfortunately. Flick them into the station if you're at Bond Beach or Frankston Bombers today. Please let us know what's going on. We'd love to hear what's happening. Little kick over the top. Opportunity here from Krumich. He got a hand pass away. Long ball through towards Krasker. Nudged under the ball. And the mark is taken by Taylor for Rye. Chips it over the top to Sterling. And now to Danaher. On the left boot. In towards centre half forward. Downfield free kick here. Danaher unloaded after he got rid of the ball. So the free kick will go to Shea. Scott Shea chips towards the pocket. Greg ran hard to take the mark. Don't think he can goal from there. He's right in the teeth of the breeze. Man on the mark at 50. It would be a powerful strike for him to put it through from there. So Matt Gregg has a goal to his name in the first quarter. He's backing himself to have a crack at it. Take a massive effort, as I said. Matt Gregg from the 50. Loads up now. Long ball. It's on line. It hasn't got the legs. Front and centre. Who's there? Work towards the line. And finally rushed through for a behind by the big man Ben Dwyer for Rosebud. Rye's first score of the quarter. They go to 4-3-27. Rosebud 1-8-14 on the Rye Hotel scoreboard. Ball is on centre wing and out of bounds, right in front of the broadcast position. So 13 points the margin. Nearly 20 minutes gone in the second quarter thanks to the Telstra Shop, Mornington and Rosebud. Pete and the team bringing you the match of the day. Player of the match for the Mornington Peninsula Brewery. Might have to check that out pretty soon, I reckon, being new to the peninsula. I'm sure, Vossi, you spend a bit of time down there.
Yeah. Got to say, I do get there when I can, and it's a spot where people say where. Some people still don't know where it is, but on Watts Road in Mornington, great place to be. And they look after you.
Nice brew there, no question about that. As the ball came out to Sterling, who couldn't pick it up cleanly. Under pressure was Sean Downey, or was it Spooner? I'll get it right now, Stoffels. His hand pass found a target which missed, and Barden took the mark. He's been quiet One who has been good the last 15 minutes or so is McIndoe, and he goes up towards full forward. It's going to land about 20 metres out. Greg couldn't take the mark. Player down for Rosebud. Keep an eye on that. Stoffels flicked the hand pass back. It was dropped. Now there's some pressure. Dodging and weaving, running out of defence. Might have been McRae. Kicks it out to the wing. Oh, it's a high contact. Just going down as he tried to mark it was Sean Downey, and he ran into the knee of Chris Barden. Certainly it wasn't a slide which would bring a free kick against us. There's another new rule for you over the last couple of years. Strong mark taken here by Millhouse at halfback.
It was 12-1. It's now 12-8 inside 50s, but Rive only scored, one behind in this quarter.
I don't think that'll worry them as much as it worries Rosebud, as they're wasting their chance kicking for goal. 21 and a half minutes gone with the wind, and they have not put a goal on the board. Long ball from Mullet goes down towards half forward. Foot race here. Getting there first is Gelino. He's being tracked by Krumich, and it's knocked away by Krumich off the ground and goes out of play. And over for a boundary throw-in, just forward of the Bendigo Bank sign. So boundary throw-in, 75 metres around from the Rye goal. One down by Nisbet, can't clear the zone. Gathered there by Corrin, kicks around towards the scoreboard. Sean Downey starting to get a bit of the football. Little left footer inboard. Corrin backed up well. Underground handball was good. Jarman kicks inside forward 50. Krasker is being well matched, and he gets a free kick this time, I think. No, it's a free kick behind the play to... Now, here we go. What's happened here is there's been a free kick behind the play paid to Rye. That has then had a 50-metre penalty paid, and eventually Winters Kerr has unloaded a Rosebud player, and the whole thing's been reversed. So a free kick to Rosebud, and the kick goes inside forward 50, where Keegan Downey gets a free kick 25, 30 metres out directly in front. Can you make sense of that one, Vossi?
Oh boy! Look, that's it's just one of the other things that sort of that bugs you a little bit about the modern game. But as our manager said this morning, I'm a vet, so I feel like a bit of an old fogey here. But I tell you, some of these decisions, it's sort of. And the rules that they put in are just mind-boggling. There's a goal.
Keegan Downey, he's finally found someone to allow for the breeze, and Downey kicks a much-needed goal for the Rosebud Buds. They go to 2 goals, 8-20, back to 7 points in arrears of Rye, 4-3-27, 23 and a half minutes gone. Second quarter on the Rye Hotel scoreboard. Double PFM, your voice of the Peninsula football.
Hi, I'm Jack, and my dad is Pete from the Mornington and Rosebud Telstra stores. You all know that Dad and the Mornington team won the Telstra Licensee of the Year award last year. But guess what? The Rosebud team have just been awarded this year's Telstra Licensed Store of the Year. You could say store in Rosebud and Mornington.
Or call us on 1300 My Telstra. That's 1300 698 357.
And in the meantime, I'm off to play soccer with Dad.
Hey Jack, give it your best shot.
A station sponsor.
Ball's at half forward for Rosebud here. And the umpire calls for a ball up. Much needed goal, that one for Keegan Downey, Vossi.
Absolutely. When you consider that Rosebud have had most of the attacking in this quarter, and they've kicked 1 goal, 5 to a point this quarter, but it's still Rye by 7 points, and Rosebud is just wasting that opportunity with the scoring in this quarter. We're 25 minutes in and we're just about at half time.
Siren's gone, Vossi.
There you go.
So it is half time here at Olympic Oval, and I tell you what, without that late goal, it would have been a horror quarter for Rosebud. As it is, they ended up kicking 1 goal, 5 to a single behind for Rye, and they've got the margin back to 7 points at half-time. A low-scoring game on Good Friday football. Rye 4 goals, 3-27, leading Rosebud 2 goals, 8-20. The reigning premiers trailing by 7 points. Goal scorers for Rye all in the first quarter to Henley, Danaher, Greg and Gelino, and for Rosebud, Sean Downey in the first quarter, Keegan Downey in the second. It's half-time here.